All right, great selling Saturday. I want to hope you're doing well. Cesar Mascoro Jr. with Manufactured Home Sales Mastery in with our 15 minutes to mastery that we do each and every day to get you some information, inspiration, and motivation. And I hope that you have already started off your selling Saturday on the right foot. Episode number 552 of our 15 minutes to mastery. Today, I want to talk to you about difference and what makes you different. How do you stand out? Sarah Blakely has a quote where she says, differentiate yourself. Why are you different? What's important about you? Why does the customer need you? Now, we're not selling Spanx, right? We're selling houses. However, what you got to listen to is the message, okay? I always tell you guys, if you're going to take advice from people, take advice from people that are successful. Take advice from people that have done something bigger than what you have ever done, okay? And I would venture to say that what Sarah Blakely has done with her whole company is pretty damn impressive. And so if somebody like that tells you that you need to be different, right? How do you stand that? You need to stand out. You need to be different. Then I would tell you, if you want to be successful, you probably want to listen to that person, right? And so if that person is asking you, how are you different? I'm going to ask you the same question. How are you different? You see, all our clients across the country that succeed at a very high level, that have those huge improvements in sales across the board, that see the movement as soon as we're done with the training and they get into it, is because they start being different. They start doing things differently than what they were doing before. Because if you were going to go ahead and do the same thing that you were doing before, then why are we even there? Why are you taking the course? Why are we doing the training for your team? Unless you're going to be, because if it was perfect, if you were getting the results or your team was getting the results that the company was hoping for, then we wouldn't be there, right? Now, we have yet, I mean, we've probably worked with somewhat over 500 different community managers and sales consultants across the country so far. And so I know there's tens of thousands of you out there that we have not. And so my question to you is, as you're watching this, what's going to be different about you? If you're looking for different results, if you want more results, yesterday I talked to you about vision. How big is your vision? Are you understanding that there's a whole lot of business out there, a whole lot of families out there that need you, and so the possibilities are endless for you. So now, that being the case, in order for you to level up, in order for you to succeed at a higher level than you already have, maybe you're struggling right now and you want to get to the point where you're not struggling. Maybe you're doing really well and you want to get to that point where you're doing extremely well because you want to start a separate business. You want to invest in something else. You want to help a family member with the situation. I don't know, whatever it is. You see, what got you there, what got you here to this point won't get you to that next level. And I speak to you from personal experiences. We've been building this company. Look, we have evolved. It seems like every couple of weeks we're looking at something different, trying to add to. We're not completely changing, but we're adding to what we're doing because we have to be different. We have to continue to grow. We have to look at what's worked and what hasn't worked, and then apply the changes to be different so that we can continue to have that continuous growth. And that's what you have to do as well. So you as a housing consultant out there, okay, how are you different than everybody else? Okay, I would encourage you to do this. I'd encourage you in your area, go to your Facebook page, go to your Facebook and just type in manufactured homes for sale. Search manufactured homes for sale or mobile homes for sale and see what business pages pop up from individuals. You know how you'll have a sales consultant that creates the Homes by Jim or whatever it is, right? Go to all of those and look at them. Look at 5 or 6 a day and look at what they're posting, what they're saying. How are they talking to folks? Excuse me. Then how are you going to differentiate yourself? Because I tell you, the majority of them all sound the same. The messaging is the same. The videos are the same. The posts are the same. And you see, we've been using Facebook now for a while. You stop to think about it. Look, when I got into the business 2009, it was just becoming a thing, right? So if we want to say for the last 15 years, Facebook has been a place where people have gone to advertise homes, advertise themselves. So over the last 15 years, there are so many people that are on there now, like you, advertising. So think about it this way. If I'm the consumer looking for a home and I go to Facebook and everybody looks the same, man, it's not going to really make a difference to me. I'm just going to find whatever and see if maybe I make a decision. However, if you're different, if your page stands out, if your videos are different, if your posts are different, if the way you speak is different, if you are truly becoming the educator and the consultant, especially today in this day and age in 2025, you're going to be different. The way you handle buyers when they walk in the door has got to be different. The way that you talk to them has got to be different. The way that you present the homes has to be different. And not just to be different, not just being different to be different, but being different because you truly are a consultant. You truly are a professional. That's what we need today and every single day. And I know that you guys keep hearing me say this. You guys are constantly on our feeds and listening to the message, but man, the message for us is not going to change anytime soon. Because what we're after is to raise the level of the industry. What we're after is to get people like, Rolando. We're trying to get people like Steve. We're trying to get people like Joe and here where I'm at, Priscilla, and everybody around that we interact with to operate different. We're trying to raise the level of the industry. We're trying to raise the professionalism in the industry. Okay. From the way you look, the way you sound, okay, the way you dress. What's your appearance like today? Okay. I'll tell you guys one thing. Or I'm going to ask you a question. Okay. Think of you were going to go and purchase a Cadillac or a Porsche or a Ferrari, a high-end Mercedes Benz. Okay. I'm going to drop $150,000, $200,000 or more on a vehicle. What do you expect that person to look like? How do you expect that person to be dressed? How do you expect that person to talk to you? How do you expect that person to speak about their company, about beautiful cars? And then I ask you, are you doing that? Because you're asking buyers to invest $100,000, $150,000, $200,000 on a home. You're asking them to make a commitment of 10, 15, 20, 30 years. And then you're showing up in torn jeans. You're talking to me like I'm some guy off the street. You don't know your product in a manner that is going to really resonate with me. But yet I'm supposed to be okay and just make the decision. Yeah, like Marissa says, right? It's about being professional. It's about being professional, right? And I'm going to keep pounding this message. Look, what we train on, what we do when we work with teams, we have fun with it. All right. When we're in the middle of it, we're learning, we're growing, we're not judgmental of each other. However, the message that I'm putting out there to you every single day is for you to level up. Is for you to stand out. Why do I mean, if nobody else in my location wears slacks and a dress shirt or maybe even a sports coat, good. That's fantastic. You should be the one. You should be the one. Right? Ed Milet, in his book, The Power of One More, talks about being the one, right? Being the one within your family that takes the family to another level, takes the family tree to another level. And you don't do that by being the same as everybody else. You don't do that by not truly taking you to another level. It's not about blending in, man. Average sucks. Average is the enemy. You've heard me say it. You hear Bedros Keuilian say it. I have the poster in our office. Average sucks. Why be like everybody else? You say your product is better than anyone else's. You say your company is better than anyone else. You say you are better than anybody else. But then you're like everybody else. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? From the get-go, I have said, when it was just me talking to myself, when I talk into a screen for those first 7 months, when nobody was listening to me, nobody was paying attention to me, nobody was giving us a shot, I said manufactured home sales mastery is different than any other company, not just within the industry, but in the sales training field. And not just because we were manufactured home specific, but we were different because what we're after, our mission is completely different. Our mission is to take a whole industry and level it up. So why would I be like everybody else? Why would I try and fly under the radar? Why would I blend in with everybody? Why would I not try and ruffle a little bit of feathers? Right, Marissa? But for those of you that don't realize, when I say Marissa, that's my wife. Yes, sometimes I poke the bear. But that's to get people to move. Because I understand that what it takes right now is to be different. We want to serve a larger client base. And when I say we, I'm talking about you. You have an opportunity to serve a huge market. And those people that can no longer buy a site-built home, stick-built home, you have that opportunity, but you've got to level up. You've got to take yourself to another level. You've got to increase your professionalism and take it to a whole new level.
For far too long, the manufactured home industry has been underestimated, and that changes now. MHEI and Manufactured Home Sales Mastery are proud to come together and bring you the MHEI Academy. It's the professional housing consultant certification program that is unlike anything you've ever seen before. When I first launched Manufactured Home Sales Mastery, our mission was to revolutionize the sales force within the industry, and this is just another step in that direction. For the last 2 years, we've worked with over 400 sales consultants and community managers all across the country to help them level up in their effectiveness, efficiency, and professionalism. And now we're bringing you a foundational training course that is going to help take your sales teams to a whole new level. That is the MHEI Academy. This is the moment that the industry levels up. We're not training salespeople, we're building professionals. We've helped hundreds sharpen their skills, and now it's your turn. We've proven the results that can happen when you work with purpose. You've got two choices of what you can do: evolve or get left behind. This is the foundation, the launch pad, the starting point. So go get signed up right now and take advantage of the MHEI Academy's Professional Housing Consultants Certification Program. It's the starting line that's going to help take your teams to a whole new level.
So what's it going to take for you to get to that next level? What's it going to take for you to raise your level of professionalism? From the way that you speak, the way you carry yourself, the way you look, the way that you present your product, the way you handle customers, the way you stand out in this industry. We need every single one of you. Your buyers need every single one of you. Okay? We all have to do our part and level up. So how are you going to be different from here on out? How are you going to carry out your business differently? How are you going to market differently? How are you going to be the difference maker that your customers need you to be, that the industry needs you to be, that your family needs you to be? Okay. Realize you are where you are at right now, wherever you're at, whatever level in your life you're at, wherever it is that you live, whatever car you drive, whatever problems you've got, whatever, everything that's going on in your life right now, you're where you're at because that's where you are. Plain and simple. It's not life. It's not this. It's not the economy. It's none of that. That's where you are. You want to get to another level? You have to take yourself to another level. But you got to put in the work to get to the level before it catches up to you, before the business rises up, before the benefits rise up, before the gains and the wins meet the new level of you. You got to put in the work first. But that's the great thing about it. You're already right here, right? And that little bit of change at a time, it starts to compound. It starts to get you better. It starts to improve, and you start seeing the difference. Okay, I'll tell you right now with First Step as an example. Even just a little bit of changes over the last week, we've seen a little bit of difference, a little bit of difference in just the overall vibe within the offices, the little the activity that we see going on. And we keep building, we keep building, we keep building. And you'll start seeing the results. But don't expect to make the change today and you're going to see results tomorrow. Like, oh, he said, I gotta change the way I'm Monday. I'm going to change the way I'm looking, the way I show up to the office. I'm going to change the way that I'm talking. I'm going to, and then you're expecting that by Tuesday you're going to be winning big. Okay, it takes some time. It takes a little bit of time. Just do the work, put in the work. But part of it is growing. Part of it is learning. Whether it's that you're signing up for this new course that we have in conjunction with MHEI, you got the website down at the bottom there, or whether you're reading professional development books, you're going online and getting our free content, you're coming to our live sales trainings, which by the way, we're going to do one in 2 weeks, May 27th, 28th, San Antonio. We're going to be doing a live in-person training. So if you're in the San Antonio area or you're nearby, you're in Texas, you want to come on in, let us know, reach out to us. We'll get you the details so that you can come in and be a part of that. We're doing a 2-day training in Arizona, June 13th and 14th. We're doing a live 2-day training in Orlando, Florida in July, I believe it's 18th and 19th. All you got to do is take action. So there's your answer right now. How are you going to be different? Take action. Take action. Become a person that takes action, makes decisions, makes moves, and everything else will catch up. You guys have a great selling Saturday. Go out there and do great things. Help a whole bunch of families because they need you. They need you. Just like Sarah Blakely said in that quote, how can you be what your customers need you to be? They need you. You guys have a great one. We'll be in here tomorrow with the Sunday Recharge edition of 15 Minutes to Mastery. And until then, my friends, as always, can't wait to meet you.